This video is sponsored by the Foggy Dew, Dublin's legendary pub, located beside the Central Bank and Temple Bar. Come in for great nights, pints and supporting metal. Shout out to our other sponsor, Helio Gas Detection. This is Lady from the Smashed in Skull Sessions. I'm joined by Bayley. Blaze, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Of course, no problem at all. To maybe the younger listeners who maybe haven't heard of you before, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Bayley. I'm a singer in the heavy metal style, and I'm with the band Wolfsbane. I was in Iron Maiden, and I have a solo career. I'm coming to Dublin on Thursday the 5th. That's this Thursday. I'm playing Whelan's. Doors open at 7 p.m. There are some tickets left. I'll be doing my Silicon Messiah album complete, and I'll be doing some of my favourites from my Iron Maiden past. It's a big, emotional, passionate performance with loud guitars, ruthless drums, and of course gorgeous vocals.
Of course, the finest of them all.
Thanks, mate.
No worries at all. And correct me if I'm wrong, you played Ireland on 2 separate tours last year.
Yeah.
How were those shows?
Oh, just great. One of the things about Ireland that I feel it's in one way it's got some similarities to Italy. I feel it's such a musical country. I feel it's the Irish fans. There's just something. There's a deeper understanding of music, and when the Irish fans go out, I feel they're going out there. They give you a chance. They come out and say, right, we're ready for a good time. They don't come out and go, all right, impress us. Show me what you got. The Irish fans come out and go, yeah, ready for a good time. And you've got a few songs where you do well and people will, oh, this is a great night. Or you fall down and they go, oh, it's not as good as what I was hoping. Hopefully that's not the reaction. We've had wonderful reactions on both times. I've just absolutely loved it, and I really like it there at Whelan's as well. It's an unusual shape inside with a bit of a balcony and everything, and the high ceiling, and we've had a good sound there as well. It's been really, really good. So I'm very excited about my return.
Whelan's is one of the best. I think one of the best venues in Dublin, if not Ireland. It's one of my favourites for sure. And you're coming to Limerick as well, and Drogheda, and you're playing Belfast as well?
Yeah. But that's an early one. Sunday the 8th, I'm in Belfast at the Empire. It's 2 p.m. doors, on stage at 3 o'clock. So if you got work Monday, if you got college, uni, whatever, no worries, no problems at all. You can get there because we'll be done by 6 o'clock, so everybody can still get home.
Have a good night's sleep.
Well, hopefully.
And what is your favourite city to visit in Ireland out of them?
I hadn't been to Limerick forever until the last tour, and that was really, really fun. But it's difficult to say, really. I feel that I've been to a lot of places in Ireland, but I still feel it's unexplored. I'd like to go way down south, and I haven't been there. But we've been to Cork and been to Limerick. So, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult to say a favourite because everywhere it's got its own thing about it, and I do feel like the cities are quite separate. So Cork and Dublin are quite different, and Limerick and Cork are quite different as well. They've got their own personalities. Limerick is, they're huge music fans in Limerick. They're just used to going out and seeing live music. So it's not difficult to persuade people there to go out. Whereas in other places, it might be, it's different. I like it all, really.
And with you visiting Ireland so often, has anyone ever roped you into any late night drinking sessions or shenanigans?
No, I don't drink anymore. That's the old thing.
Fair enough.
Years ago, man. Yeah, of course. I used to drink Guinness, and it was like, yeah, here we go, Ireland. But no, I don't drink anymore. It's almost like my voice is the most precious thing for me. It's my job, and also I love to sing. So to be in a situation where I'm compromising my voice and my ability to sing and perform the next day, because it's not on the night. You might do a great gig, go out, celebrate, and if you've got another gig the next day, you're not quite 100%. For me, I like to be 100% for every show, to be absolutely as good as I can for every show. And what it is, it's talking. Singing, that's your technique. You're always using it, breathing correctly and thinking about what you're doing. But when you're talking, you've had a couple of drinks, you're talking loads of rubbish, and then the next thing, my voice, that's just normal. Well, when you're a professional singer, you go, oh no. So that's it. I don't drink. And I used to get myself into this absolutely ridiculous, stupid trouble and situations. Over the years, I've probably drank enough. So that's enough for me. So I just stick to water now mostly.
Water's always good as well. Have you tried the Guinness 0.0 since it's come out?
No. I just think that will be the thin end of the wedge. It will be a slippery slope that'll go down, because I'm going, maybe one Guinness wouldn't hurt me. And the next thing, I'll be probably walking around the streets of Dublin topless going, I'll take you all on. So I'll avoid that. I'll avoid it. And when did you last see Blaze? I don't know. He was in a pub in Dublin. We never saw him again. He was drinking Guinness. I'm like, no, that's it. But I thought it was Guinness 0. He started there.
That's fair enough. Your album Circle of the Stone came out in 2024. How was the recording process for it?
Well, it was something where we had War Within Me before that, and that was on the back of COVID, and we were like, you know what, we're going to be very particular about this. If you've been waiting for a Blaze Bayley album and I'm your favourite artist, it's got to be good. And then when we did Circle of Stone, it was, you know what, I want to do something with a simple lyric where the emotion and the passion of the song can come out. It's not too complex. I love the knot and the puzzle of finding the lyrics. Sometimes it's frustrating, but generally speaking, when you get it, it's a huge amount of satisfaction in finding an unusual rhyme or an unusual phrasing. You think, nobody's got that. So that's good. So we took it bit by bit, and it turned into an album of two halves. So the B-side, or the second half of the album, is a story. It's a concept, really. It's a story about people being forced apart by conflict, not knowing if they'll ever see each other again. It's about a man who abdicates his responsibility, but he is chosen to lead his tribe back to their natural homeland. He doesn't want to do it, so it's about becoming the righteous man, the righteous adult, the responsibilities that you know deep down what it is to be a good person, to be someone with integrity, to become the person that you should be. That's on part 2 of the album. And we got bagpipes on there as well. We had bagpipes in the home studio in this room. I don't know if you've ever been in a small room where bagpipes are. It's so loud. Oh, man. The lady that came, looking at it, is an absolutely lovely lady that I got in touch with. And you hear those bagpipes in a room, and it's worrying. It's unnerving. You think, well, if you were out there in the field and you heard that coming in the distance, you'd be worried, man. You'd be worried, because Chris and myself were here with the producers and the writers, and we're going, right, can you play this melody? And can you play that melody? And it's all the melodies from the songs that are on side 2, the lady managed to play on the bagpipes. Da, 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 da. All of this, we're just looking at each other. What? It was just amazing. So that was very, very cool. And on the side 1, and there's a couple of songs about movies, things like this, different subjects, and being positive and saying, well, I've got a song called The Year Beyond This Year, saying, well, even if it feels hopeless now, got time, haven't got to do things right away, small steps. The future, you change the future today with little decisions, little choices that you make. Your future is going to be better or worse according to the choices you make today. Little choices, small things, making your bed, trying to get up on time, trying not to have that extra packet of chocolate fingers. You know, all of these little decisions that you go, come on, just try it. And the future's going to be different. It's going to be that way. You go, oh, just take it easy. I'll just, have all the chocolate biscuits that I want and drink as much as I want. The future's going to be a different shape when you get there. So I've got a song about that. I've got a song about the film Blade Runner, because one of my favorite characters in sci-fi is the character Roy in Blade Runner. And he's desperate to live. And he's done everything that's been asked of him. And now he wants to live, but they've designed him to expire after a certain amount of time. And every sci-fi buff knows this. Just like tears in rain. All of these memories will disappear just like tears in rain. And we all know it because all sci-fi buffs, we love that film. And then Chris was coming up with a riff, and it came to me, and it just fitted there right together, just like tears in rain. And it came together. So really pleased with some of it. We had to work on. It was a bit of a puzzle. Others came together really, really natural. And we tried to leave space as well, a lot more space than we have on previous albums. Let the voice be leading in places and take time to just go, okay, what's he saying? What's happening? What's this about? What's the feeling? And really try and focus on the tone of voice coming over, the tone giving the emotion before you even know about the lyrics. So you don't know the lyrics, okay, it doesn't matter, because a lot of my fans, English isn't their first language. So I like, French artists and German, Italian singers, Spanish singers. I don't know what they're going on about, but I go, oh, they sound heartbroken. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? So that's what I try and get over with my vocals, especially on this album, on Circle of Stone. And, really surprising, some of my fans say, well, it's the favourite album. And a lot of my fans have said, well, it's Silica Messiah, my first solo album 25 years ago. That's what I'll be performing this week. And no, they said, well, this is the Circle of Stone is a favourite one now. So that's really, really cool.
Circle of Stone was my introduction to you, and I really liked the album when I listened to it.
Oh, that's great. Have you got a favourite song?
Ooh, they're all just so good. Like, I don't think I have to pick one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Of course, no worries at all. I listened to it maybe 4, 5, 6 times the week that it came out and just have gone back to it periodically. But I really, really do like it.
Oh, great. That's great news. Phew.
You are more than welcome. If you could collaborate with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be?
I had a really cool answer for this about 3 weeks ago that I've totally forgotten. So I think that maybe I would like to bring back Cliff from Metallica. I would like to get together with Cliff and talk to him about writing a song and do something with Cliff. I love that era of Metallica, and I was very, very lucky to see Cliff live in Birmingham on that tour, just the tour just before he died. And when I go back now, I didn't appreciate it, and now I listen to it and I think, yeah, that would be something. But it changes periodically,
Cliff will always be like such a solid answer. His bass work is just untouchable from Metallica anyway.
Yeah, I think there's so many tragedies in music, but that's one that I know it sounds grandiose or whatever, or melodramatic. It sounds melodramatic. Where you go, oh, the world would be a different shape if Cliff was here. But yeah, I am melodramatic, so what? I want to say it. And it's nice to get to the argument. Well, how would it be different? Well, it just would. All right? It just would be different.
It would 100% be different.
Especially if you like Metallica, it would be vastly different for those of us who were, in that thing. We go, no, it could be different. I don't know what shape it would be, but the world would be a different shape if Cliff was here. But I'm hoping if the theory of the multiverse is true and that things go off like in different channels, and there's millions of versions of our realities where we exist doing different things, he's there somewhere doing it,
He's somewhere out there shredding.
Let's hope so.
We can only hope. What would your favourite Metallica album be?
I mean, that's such a difficult question. I really wish you hadn't asked that. It's somewhere. It's got to be Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets. I'm stuck on that. I like 72 Seasons, and Justice for All, but it's got to be Master, where's the dreams that I've been Master? It's one of those where I'm interested in brain function. I suffer with depression. Sometimes I have bouts of depression, and I'm interested in brain function and what you can do to help yourself when you're in a funk and sometimes when you're in the real darkness. And one of the things I found from a doctor was, if you have a song that makes you start tapping your foot, nodding your head, put that in your head. Get it in your head. Get it in your head. Start moving. Start dancing. Start moving. And this is something to help you get out of that funk. Start doing it. And I think that's one of those songs for me. It's, Master of Puppets and possibly Raining Blood as well, Slayer. I mean, the old songs now. You know what I mean? I'm such a dinosaur when it gets to that. But I think it's it doesn't matter how old you are, it's what you get into first. You don't know how old the album is or whatever, you know. So, but that's it, yeah. That's a horrible question because there's so many.
I know, it's very horrible of me to ask, making you choose your favourites.
Yeah, thank you for admitting it.
You're welcome. Are you going to catch them this summer on their no repeat weekends?
I hope so. I know Lars. He's just such a lovely, lovely guy, and I'm hoping to see them in Cardiff. So yeah, I'm absolutely hoping for the best. My problem is that I seem to be more popular this year than I've ever been. So they keep booking me. Oh, they want you here, they want you there. And they keep adding nights on and things like this. So I'm hoping that I can still see them.
I'm seeing them in the Aviva for the 2 nights. I'm so excited. I saw them in Slane in 2019, and that was my first time seeing them, and it just blew me away.
And you're going to see them for 2 nights this year?
The 2 nights, yeah.
If you and where are you keeping the tickets? Are they in that room? Where?
They're on the phone. On the phone. No stealing them, unfortunately.
No, drat.
You could try hack me, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm useless with that. I'm absolutely useless. I can hardly work my headphones with my phone, let alone hack anybody. You know, that's it. And it's not a generational thing. It's just me as a person. I have this objection to I want to get my headphones to work so I can do, and then I don't. I don't know. And I suppose I'm trying to keep something of the ancestors. On Circle of Stone, I really felt that our ancestors 100,000 years ago, same brain as us, you know, looking quite similar to us, that they were, and what our ancestors survived and went through, that's what we have. And how incredible we are, the things that we can do in a good way, you know, when things are positive. So that came to me. I started to think about the ancestors. I visited Stonehenge properly, close up, and that's when I thought I'd already got most of the album and everything together, and there are a lot of stone circles. I think that there's quite a few stone circles in Ireland, isn't there? And
there is, yeah.
That's when I thought Circle of Stone. It started to come to me, and that's why I named the album Circle of Stone, because of that. Seeing Stonehenge, I went there on the winter solstice, and I don't know, I just felt really moved. I was at a heel stone of Stonehenge, which is the one closest to the river, where they think some of the ancestors would float things down there. And when it was a big festival and everything, that at the heel stone, that's where you'd have the low sun, and you'd look through from the heel stone and you'd see the exact position of where it was going to be. That's so you would know that it's the solstice, and that's the turning point. That's the darkness. The darkest day has ended. That's it. Days will get better and longer then.
I don't know if you visited the really famous one in Ireland. There's a place called Newgrange.
No. So message me that, and I'll try and. Where is it near?
no, you're testing my geography now. I think it's in Athlone, but don't quote me on that.
Okay. Well, if
I
you send me the name of it, then I'll try. I'll see. But
do because
maybe
it's
if it's not this time, I'll certainly be back.
got the same thing. They raffle off tickets twice a year during the summer solstice and the winter solstice. And the same thing, you can see the sun directly where it goes. It's really cool. It's inside as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I'll definitely send over the name of it to you and its exact location.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
No worries at all. What is your favorite musical moment from your career?
Oh, that's big. But I mean, that just changes. I think I've got so many big moments. With Wolfsbane, we did a thing called the Great British Music Weekend, and we were the first band on, and Ozzy was the headliner in Wembley Arena, the old one, before it got tarted up. And that was a very, very special day. We were live on Radio 1 that day as well. So for 20 minutes, we ruled. And that was a big, big moment in Maiden. I played to 70,000 people in stadiums in Brazil. That was huge. And more recently, there's a song called Como Estas Amigos, and we never performed it live when I was in Maiden. And on this tour of Spain that we did a week ago, to hear people singing that song, it was really hairs on the back of your neck, standing up, and they just knew everything. Como estas amigos. It's just incredible. So that's a big moment. I think any time people are singing a lyric that you wrote, it's a big moment.
100%. Here's a little bit of a different one for you. If you could jump into any Iron Maiden album cover for a day, which one would it be and what would you do?
It's got to be somewhere in time because there's so much going on there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Haven't they got flying cars in now? Definitely go in a flying car. And somewhere in time.
I would love to step into the Killers one just to see what it would be like with Eddie running around.
Running around the streets of London.
Oh, yeah, with it's a gun in his hand, isn't it?
Yeah, oh dear.
I think that'd be cool, trying to outrun him. Power Slave would be a cool one as well, of course.
Yeah. I saw him on that tour, and it was just absolutely great.
100%. And this is our last question. Do you have any advice for anyone wanting to start a band in 2025?
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Just honestly, just forget about it. It's going to be agony. It's just so many disappointments. It's so difficult. That's the first bit of advice. The second bit of advice, don't listen to me. You know, that's it. I didn't listen to anybody. If I had, I wouldn't have bothered. But I didn't listen to anybody. Just me and the lads in Wolfsbane, we just well, why can't we do it? And we just, the main thing is be good at your instrument. Know your instrument, whether you're a singer, and don't limit yourself. So if you play guitar or bass or whatever, make sure you can play the keyboard as well. If you're a guitarist, make sure you can play a little bit of drums as well. So everybody can play a little bit of everything, but you do what your main instrument is. Well, here's the next thing. You must, and I'm saying this, you must be able to record yourself well. So you think you're a great guitarist. Next thing, you are not a great guitarist until you can record yourself sounding great. And the most important thing is the song. So not only have you got to record your guitar great, you've got to be able to put the song together. Learn to record yourself. You're going to save a fortune. The facilities that you have now compared to what I had when I started, you couldn't make a record yourself. Now you can. You've got enough. If you've got a laptop and an interface, a couple of microphones, you can make an album. If you know how to, and it's only learning, everything's on YouTube. You can learn how to record yourself, and you can make an album that sounds almost as good as mine very early on. So that's it. You know, I've learned it. So learn to record yourself. Then ask yourself this question, and this is tough, but it's real. Okay, why? Why would anybody come and see you? What's special about you compared to everybody else? What, you sound a lot like Metallica, or you can play fast, or what? What, you got nice hair? What is it about you that makes you worth seeing? What makes you different? That's what you got to find. And I think, well, you can find great musicians. I think really be in a band with people you can get along with, because it's going to be tough. And it's going to be a struggle. And you know what? You can learn to play better, but you can't always learn to get along better. So be with people that you can get along with, that are going to stick with you when, I'm telling you, we've had to, borrow the money to get to the first gig. We didn't have the money to get to the gig to get paid. So, you need people that you can go, well, you've got to phone your mum and ask her for £10 because we ain't got fuel for the van, man. So that's it. Why would people want to see you? That's a tough question. What makes you different? You've got to answer that. And if it's like, well, there's something really different about us, you better find something. And I think what it is, don't restrict yourself to everybody in the band likes heavy metal, or everybody likes Iron Maiden, or everybody likes Metallica. No. If everybody likes different things, in Wolfsbane we were lucky. Some people really like Van Halen, and some people really like the Pogues. So it's all different, mad stuff, But then you've got an individual sound. Everybody brings something different. So that's it. And we were determined to write fast, catchy songs and be outrageous. And that's what we were. We dressed up more than any other band. We wanted to be the most outrageous band in Tamworth, small English town with a castle. And we were, it wasn't that what we were determined. So people came to see us because we were the most outrageous band. We never played covers because people could tell how bad we were. So we did only original material. So it just sounded, it said, oh, that sounds a bit odd. Yeah, it's supposed to be in it. Original. It's supposed to be odd. You're getting it. So, yeah, that's what I think. People, it's not as bad now as it was when I started. You picked up a guitar and people go, oh, I'm going to be a rock star. It's like, oh, well, it's about write a few songs first, And I mean, in Ireland, you got great musicians. You got a great heritage of music. You got so much great live music. If you want to put a band together there and you got a vision of what that is supposed to be, and that's it, start with your songs. And here's the thing. If you are bored halfway through your own song, ditch it, man. Isn't it obvious everyone else is going to be bored too? So what makes it exciting? You got to find that out. If somebody tells you not to do it, that's not a reason not to do it. If somebody says that you're rubbish, that's not a reason not to do it. But if you think that you'll never be able to write a song, then you really got to start thinking about it, because it's something you can learn. Why do you want to be it? Do you want to do it because you want to be famous? and rich and have notoriety, or do you want to do it because you're going to do something that is going to last, and you're going to be a part of culture? And if you really make it, you're going to, what is in you, your personality, your spirit, your soul, is actually going to shine and connect people together. So I think one of the things, young band, new band, just starting out, dream big, think big. What do you want to do? Change the world? Yeah, do it then, have a go. I'm 62. I started when I was 20. So I'm doing it. I've done it. So why couldn't I? I've been up, I've been down, I've had a job I worked I cleaned a hotel, I worked in a shop, I worked in a factory, I worked in another factory. Man, horrible things. I was a driver, 60 hours a week. I was an alcoholic. That wasn't a job. That was just the consequence of having a crap job. So, yeah, it might take a while. All right, it might take a while. Small steps. And celebrate good things. If something's good, a little good thing happens, like, you got 20 quid for and your petrol money. Well, that's great. It's better than not getting nothing at all. So celebrate small things. It's tough. You've got to be where you are, look where you are, feel where you are, be in the moment, look ahead, plan ahead, make the little decisions each day. What can I do today that I would do, that I can do, that's going to take me a step in the right direction? And man, if you've got no kids and you live at home, that's when you got to do it. I was lucky. I was living at home, friends with the guitarist from Wolfsbane, and no kids, no serious relationship, and that was it. I was on all my time. Nothing would get in the way. That's it. And I think that's the time to do it. You can afford to spend your 20s finding your path and going on that right road. Learn to record yourself. Be something that people really want to see. I don't know why, whatever reason that is. Maybe because you've got great songs, maybe because you're passionate, maybe because you're fun. Whatever reason that is, you've got to find it's in you. It is in you, but you've got to find it.
That's some really, really great advice, Blaze.
You're welcome, mate. You getting the band together yourself?
No, I was in a band, but work and life got in the way.
Yeah, what were you doing in the band?
I played the drums.
Yeah, drum. Yeah, my partner, she plays drums, and she was in a band for a while playing the drums. But like you say, life and things getting away. I think you got to be. Some people say ruthless, other people say single-minded, but life is just, everything is a backseat, and the band is first. The band is first. The band is first. Just like we always. This is cringy. But it's really how we all were back in the day. So if you had a choice between a band and a girlfriend or boyfriend, if you had a choice between the band and a girlfriend, what would you choose? And if they said, my girlfriend, you go, no, you're out the band. Honestly, that's what it was. It's like, all family first. Not back then. No, forget your family. You're in the band or you're not. That's it. That was ruthless, horrible, vile, absolutely. But that's it. We got somewhere. That's it. It's horrible. And you know what? It's a tough journey, and I don't blame anybody for doing something else. If I'd have spent that time learning to be a plumber or electrician, man, I'd have a massive house now.
But Lemmy had that mindset from Motorhead. I watched a documentary, the Channel 4 one, Live Fast, Die Old. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's a brilliant one. It's up on YouTube. And he's like, the band comes first. Like, the
Yeah,
wife can come out for a few days if she wants, but no, after that she has to leave because then it's not the band. It's two
yeah,
guys and someone who has a wife.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That's it. Well, yeah, it's to think back to those days. But I think it's horrible, but it's certainly been a part of my journey is to be selfish. Is, well, I want to do this and I've got to be selfish to do it. It's anyone in sports and entertainment to absolutely get there. You minimize. You think some people manage to do it. They do that journey with their partner side by side. The number one fan cheerleading them, helping them, understanding them, and a lot of us are just absolutely vile and ruthless and just no, he's the band and that's it. When is the next gig? When are we making a record? All of that. It's that ambition, but the cost of that ambition is sometimes just not being where you are in some incredible places with incredible people and looking there instead of being here. That's the mistakes that I made along the way. Things that I could have done, people that I should have said hello to and things like that. And I like, oh man, when I think back, I should have said hello to that guy. Or, I shouldn't have worried about that thing. I should have gone out. I could have had more fun. Should have been where I was, but all the time, no. That's where I'm going. That's the mountain. That's where I'm going. So, yeah, if you're going to go on this journey, if you're going to take this journey, well, you've done it. You've done part of it, and it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, and I don't blame anybody who does something much more sensible.
fair enough. Blaze, thank you for the time out your evening to chat with me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. Please mention my dates, and you're going to come to Dublin, you think?
I am. I will see you on Thursday, and Circle of Stone is out now.
Okay. Thank you very, very much.